Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to a hype Game 3 action of the quarterfinals of SpeedGaming Live between Aelmarkin and Spellzapp. My name is Luffy. I'm running solo tonight, but I got my good buddy Shadow Flames behind the scenes pushing buttons, and he's going to chime in with some sage-like advice every now and again. This is it. Game 3. Winner here is going to move on to the semifinals. So this is very exciting and a pretty hype matchup for sure. Spellzapp and Ale, they've gone toe-to-toe the last couple nights. Both races have finished very close together. A little bit of RNG went against AO last night. Spellzapp came from behind to take the victory. So Game 3 is where we're at. Looking at the screen, pretty similar party compositions, I guess, considering they both took the same party. Let's go over some of the blessings real quick before we get going in about 10 to 15 seconds. So, fighters, plus 40 strength, black belt vitality, but at the cost of minus 10 hit percent, which is unfortunate. Red mages, plus 15 MDef, plus katana, minus 5 luck. And the black mage gets red mage armor, plus 5 luck, at the cost of minus 1 MDef per level. Ooh, okay, so we got promotion lock fade there in slot 4. Brack, saber, lock 2. Pretty good there for some utility magic. Exit also being white locked, a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Alright, so these flags, you're going to see some pretty standard stuff here in the early game. Temple of Fiends check, gonna get your item here from Siren the King, gonna take out Garland. Once we start getting some items is when the game is gonna start opening up and changing a little bit. We might see some decisions being made by the runners here. Spellzapp gonna check some boxes, try to find some cheap magic, maybe something to sell, or some cheap money.
In chat, Darkly is talking about exit. Just as a heads up, exit is white locked, and there are no white magic, white mages in the party draft tonight.
Yep, that is correct. Slot 2 right there, exclusively white mage, white wizard. As we get the ship from the king and the canal from Sarah. Alright, so we got a good 2/3, 3/4 of the game opened up here to us. We just need that canoe and then we're off on our way. Alright, Ale gonna head on over to Provoca, gonna check level 2 magic, take out the pirates, and see what our good friend Bicky has to give us as a key item. Fire 2, that's a pretty fair sweeper right there. Not the best, not the worst. It'll do the job here in the early game.
I will say, I do like that gold bracelet +3 of I just saw this there.
Ooh, is that in Canaria?
Looked like it. I think about 8,900, so a little bit pricey, but I've certainly seen worse.
Oh yeah, for sure. 8,900, that's real nice. That might be a quick little pit stop the runners will do there before they hit the Temple of Fiends. As we get a key. Alright. So, key is pretty interesting in these flags here. It opens up an item in Sea Shrine. So if we come across an early Oxyale here, we might be seeing the runners take a little dip into Sea Shrine earlier than they would normally like to. Level 1 Brack, though, does make Kraken a little more appealing, especially with 3 black casters here, with the double red and the black mage. Spellzapp.
Thing to consider there. Level 2 wall in Provoca. It kind of negates the absolute necessity to find ribbons, because you have 2 red mages, you can get enough walls to go around.
Oh yeah, easily. This should have about, 6-7 casts of level 2 magic by the time we get to the end game here, which would be plenty. especially with only short Temple of Fiends. So Temple of Fiends, only one level. You're only going to have to refight 2 of the 4 Fiends. So won't have to worry about burning too many casts of wall. Ael just getting some money there out of the Canary Closet. A little bit of gold, though, is not bad in the early game. Pick up some camping equipment, some heal pots, pure potions, maybe a soft or 2 as well. Houses are not... 2,400 for houses is not great, but certainly not the most expensive I've seen in these flags. And with this early fire, too, it looks like we're going to have Ael head on over to the Marsh Cave area. Marsh Cave is incentivized. He's going to check the Prince's Closet here while he's at it. Pro Cave, Lightning Hammer. Ice Armor, pretty good for the fighter. +1 especially, we'll take that. A 5k from that Lid Hammer too, not bad. Be able to buy some more spells if need be. So we had Life 2 right there at level 4, not bad. Ice 3, Ice 2 at level 4 black. Alright, so Ael heading on over to Marsh Cave like we thought he would. Crab Cakes in chat talking about how it's a bad magic seed. Where's a white mage when you need him? The problem with this is that with the party draft, there was no white mage available. So we were kind of stuck with the RNG that we got here. But you're playing these flags too. You knew that. Yeah, like Shadowed said, we apologize for the technical voices right now going on, the chatter of the music. Sounds like we're back online and ready to go.
Yep, sorry about that. I had a little bit of rust in the processor I had to clean out.
Ooh, Katana +2 right there for Ael. The red mages have the plus Katana blessing, so that's a free ninja swing right there. See if he bothers even equipping it.
Well, I'd imagine with 2 red mages on either side, it'd be kind of silly not to.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a yucky trap tile right there. Seafood party pack. Able to get away and gets the rod. Alright. Rod, of course, is essential for beating the game. You need that to get through Earth Cave. So that's progression.
Not to mention, also in these flags, your Earth Cave incentive is hidden behind the rod, so it's somewhere on that 4th floor of Earth Cave.
Yeah, the affectionately called Earth Armory with 8 chests on that floor spread out over 2 rooms. Pretty chest dense, but the problem with that is the chests are in opposite ends of the room. The one is in the top right with 5 boxes, the bottom left has 3.
Now, call me crazy, but there's something strangely satisfying about turning a bunch of gargoyles into statues.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that one. Alright, looks like Ael gonna do a quick little stop off here in Northwest Castle, maybe check the closet and see what the trap tiles are. I like this move. Get some good information here. Maybe there's something good you can grind on later on. Ooh, unrunnable whiz ogres and hyenas, and we'll pass. Not worth the time. Alright, so I missed this before earlier with the stream kind of hiccuping for us a little bit. So Lit 2, Quad X, decent level 3 magic. Quad X, underrated spell, I like it.
And another one of those funny little ironies here. You have Bane at black level 3, although banned on the white side because reds can't learn it, is pure. So both sides of the poison coin in the same spot.
How interesting. Cure 4 red learnable though, so that's a pretty nice little spell to have. But with life 2, I don't know if they're going to need it as much. Alright, Ael finishing up some shopping here as Spellzapp all the way over at the Melman continent already, checking out what the stores over here have to offer. Yeah, the weapon shop here doesn't have too much. This is a pretty sketch kind of approach at Lich right here. Fire 2 can get you there, but it's gonna be a little sus, that's for sure. It doesn't shock me to see them trying to take some levels here at the Hall of Giants. This is a pretty decent pack for it. The Wiz Mummy, and Cockatrice. Pretty decent XP here in the early game. It's 1100 for a full pack. Wizard's right behind it though. Definitely gross. So I think they might burn all their charges here. And what do you think, Shadow? Gonna burn their charges and just try to blitz Lich with some Fire 2 action?
Given the alternatives that we've seen, that's probably your best course of action.
Mm-hmm.
Because, let's face it, going up to Peninsula Power is probably a little bit out of the way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd be wanting to drop all this money on houses to heal up right outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to turn around, go right back to Melbourne and heal up there.
Yeah. Decent money there as well that they're getting from this little pack of enemies, so not bad. Alright, and literally our runners are just about lockstep in sync here. I love it. It never ceases to amaze me watching randomizers, and I know we were talking before the seed a little bit here about how these flags can be slightly linear in the way they kind of lay out and what they're going to do, but I mean, I love seeing that at any point in a race with decisions being made and runners being this direction and that direction, at some point they lock back up, they do a high five in a hallway without knowing it, they're in lockstep 45 minutes in at the final boss. It's just it's fun for me. I like it.
Yeah, I can understand that. That is what I thought I saw. Cure 3 plus 3 axe.
Ooh.
So we know what the light axe is rolled into.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Cure 3, free cast of that, and put that one on your fighter as well. I like that.
Yeah, it'll certainly get some use in this seed, that's for certain.
Oof, unrunnables.
-1, maybe not as much, but you've got 2 red mages, I think they can use that.
Yeah, they can use that.
Of course, I sit here and say I think they can use it and realize, oh wait, I've got my little cheat sheet right on the screen to my left. So just say, look at that.
Alright, level 9 there for Ale, pretty much across the board. Ran into those unrunnables, so just a touch behind Spellzapp now, but essentially, you know, the same floor pretty much. Flamesword +2, nice find as well. So this room down here is going to house our item. And it's the last box. It's the Ruby. Convenient, since we're on the continent where we can turn that in. Ruby, for people that may be joining us tonight that do not know, unlocks Titan's Trove, which is just a little bit west here of where we are at Earth Cave. Walking distance, of course. And in these flags, Titan's Trove is incentivized. So in there, you have 4 boxes. The leftmost box in the Titan's room has a key item for us here. So we'll see what that is as soon as Spellzapp sends our good friend Lich the speed bump to the scrap heap.
Well, let's also not forget that if you can get through the Titan's Cave, you're right there at Sarda. And if you've taken out the Lich, well, there's another key item for you.
That's also correct. Alright, so Lich gonna leave with some darkness. Wall goes out. We got a swing from that flame sword. 2 hits, 162, not bad. Zap, ineffective. We got a couple more fire 2s, and a wait. Fire 2 for 65, fire 2, 140, and down goes Lich. Not bad. And at 16 minutes and 40 seconds, that is the first orb lit on stream for Spellzapp. Ale should be about 30 seconds or so behind him. And swing from that Cure 3 sword or axe. Fire 2 goes off, 118. Pretty decent roll there. Some more fire, some more fire.
Spellzapp might be memory holding the ruby here.
Could be. There, is he turning around? Okay, he reset. Okay, this is fine. I thought he was maybe going back to Melman just to kind of, you know, house up at the inn right there, get his spell charges back. But he saved himself. He's fine.
Yeah, I had the same thought. Then I saw him go into the menu while on the boat, and once it clicks, like, oh wait, I have that. I should probably do that again.
And once again, our runners lockstep with each other. And okay, we got a canoe. So now the rest of the game is now open to us. Only a couple locations are now locked behind the floater. Let's see. So we now have sages open to us. Early sage item is off in these flags, so we had to take out Lich to get whatever the sages had to offer us. Sarda has the cube. That's another key item. So I would think they're going to make their way over to Crescent Lake now, get the free item that's over there, check the shops, see what kind of magic there is, and then, I mean, we got a few choices here to make. We have Ice Cave is incentivized. We could go there if we want. We don't have an Oxyale yet, so we can't get into Sea Shrine. We do not have a Chime, so we cannot get into Mirage Tower either. So I would think the play here is Crescent Lake into Ice Cave, depending on what the sages tend to give us.
Yeah, that would sound about right, since I don't believe Early Ordeals is on, so you need a crown to get into there.
Yep, Early Ordeals is not on either, so we do need a crown. Crown unlocks 2 items in these flag sets. They unlock the item that you get from the Kindly Old King, who just want to get back his hat, and then also the Ordeals, which is exceedingly vanilla. Alright, and the sages have an herb, so do you want a fetch quest? Ael, before he head over to Crescent Lake, showed us some at the level 5 magic there that Spellzapp showed us earlier. We have Temper, red learnable, which is nice, so we're going to have 3 Temper casters. Not much to speak of here at level 6 magic. Heal 3, sure, upon promotion, and Nuke is black locked only. And, alright, so we have an Oxyale here from the Prince. So now we got decision time. Do we head over to Ice Cave and check what's in there? Or do we take our Oxyale and do we go down to the Onrak continent, clear out Waterfall, get the item that's in Sea Shrine, maybe throw some Brax at Kraken? Yeah, it looks like it's Ice Cave. This is probably the smarter play. Curious to see what Ael's going to do when he sees the same thing.
Well, double checking the flags, on that continent is right out. There's no northern docks.
Yep. And CC just pointed that out as well. You would think I would know these flags by now. So yep, like she just said, and you just said, ice has to be the play. So we could be looking at... This has got to be Vanilla Floater, right? Or no, it could be Crown. It could be Crown to Floater. That's true.
Or Crown into Crystal in the Floater, or into TNT and the Adamant in the Floater. Stories are still kind of there.
Yeah, I mean, we could go for a little bit of chaos right here. I'd like to see a little bit of a fetch into a fetch. Maybe Crown into Crystal into TNT into Floater. Make them go back and forth a little bit. Our good friend Danny3883 rolled this seed for us, so I'm just waiting for the nasty to pop up every now and again.
No, you're not supposed to say the quiet part out loud. You're supposed to wait for the chaos to happen and then announce who rolled it.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Ael, right there, looked like he was heading to the northern docks as well. See, it's not just me. Even the runners that are much better than me forget things sometimes, so. Another katana. I think I saw Ael sell his earlier. Couple of fires here on the trap tile, and okay, we got Vanilla Floater. Alright, Ael just a few steps behind Spellzapp, a couple floors here. This is a pretty decently fast run through Ice Cave. No access to exit or warp, though, means we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way.
It just this the point where I insert the joke about something, this is how Nasir designed it?
Yeah, shout out to Dengwu in chat. We have camera hype here at SpeedGaming Live. Cams required for the runners here in the bracket stage, so we can cheer them on and put names to faces and faces to names, what have you. And I'm not so running solo tonight. I got my good buddy Shadow with me, tracking and pushing buttons and chiming in and keeping me straight on some of the flags that I keep messing up, so we are never alone in this community. So at the 24-minute and 40-ish second mark, Spellzapp, the first of our two runners in the air. We are literally holding hands through the seed so far. Anybody that just came in a little bit late. The only thing that's kind of kept the runners a little bit apart here is, one decision made this way, one decision made that way. Maybe a runner went and, housed up and checked something. Maybe a runner forgot that Northern Docks were on and had to double back real quick. It's very, very close here. As we saw the crystal for sale there, what was that? The Caravan?
Yes, sir. Caravan, 18,594.
Nice. And a little French vanilla bottle there, crystal into bottle from the Caravan. I like that. Did Spellzapp not pick up that Cure 3 axe? I thought they both got that in the same... Oh, no. That was in the room right above the vampire, the single box. You're right. Yeah. Crab Cake's over there pointing out in chat that Ale might have the only... that Ale has a Cure 3 axe compared to Spellzapp. Alright, and we get a slab here from the fairy, so we're going to keep fetch questing.
Instead of, hey, listen tonight, it's, hey, go translate this.
That'd be cute if there was some lore right here that made Navi, the little fairy that was in this little bottle here, somehow connected Zelda to Final Fantasy. That'd be cute. I'd like that.
All I'll say is don't give our devs any ideas. You might end up seeing it sooner than you think.
Yeah, shout out to our wonderful dev community we have here at Final Fantasy Randomizer. There's been so many changes and so many new flags that they've implemented over the last year or so since I joined the community. And the game looks very different than it did a year ago with just some really cool stuff. And we are seeing some slight divergence here with Ale not checking Caravan. He's going to head up to Waterfall and Sea Shrine area first, as we're going to see what this slab turns into for Spellzapp. We're about to find out if this is big brain time or not. Oh, we got a ribbon. Okay, so vendor chain not required. Ribbon's nice, but we were having that discussion a little bit earlier with access to wall at level 2. Ribbon not so necessary with going to have all the casts we have of wall. Ale taking out himself a gas dragon here. Going to grab another level. Level 12 across the board for Ale. Pretty good. And we find the blue dragon tile. No part of that. 6 boxes, and there's a free ribbon and a pro ring. And we get a TNT.
Well, with the number of checks we're rapidly running down to, I've got a gut feeling this may be Lazy Dwarf's time.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Looking at what we're missing here, we still need a loot. We still need a chime. Crown, which unlocks 2 items, is still outstanding as well. We found our loose ribbon, or our incentivized ribbon. So I think we're gonna see Ale. He'll check the TFC room here in Sea Shrine with the key in hand. It's a quick check. I feel like that's gonna have probably some item that we're gonna want. Even if it leads to the mass, I think it's something that we want.
I'll go half on you. I'll say that's actually the tail.
Okay. Yeah, we have not seen tail yet either. Good point. Take a quick look at some of the spells here. So we talked earlier, about 30 minutes ago at this point. Fade is promotion locked, level 1, so that could be a little incentive to promote. Temper and Fire 3 at level 5, also promotion locked to the Red Mage. Heal, I mean, sure. Ooh, Fast is Fast is also promotion locked. That stinks. Okay, yeah, we're gonna want this tail if it's here, probably. Spellzapp picking up his second ribbon. Okay, so we got a chime here.
Oh, darn, I lost a bet with myself. I owe myself lunch tomorrow.
I still think you came out a winner right there, if that's the case. Alright, Ale gonna head on over, go down Kraken's side, gonna throw some Brax at Kraken, because I don't think we have the firepower to get through it with melee and magic, so we're just gonna see Brax go break, hopefully.
Yeah, given the relatively low levels and what we've seen, Brax strats are probably the key point here.
Yep. Alright, Spellzapp, just a few floors here behind Ale. Already having completed the fetch chain of crystal into TNT, into slab, all that stuff I think we did.
Crystal to bottle to slab to ribbon.
Yep, that's right. So we gotta think Ale will probably do that as well. Oh, Ale needs some turn order here. Oh, is he going to get it? Nope. Alright, so Ale takes a wipe. He's going to have to go back in for that chime as well. Those ghosts hit really hard. Yeah, Dangwu pointing out in chat, that is a pretty big wipe. RNG on Fire 2 right there that was rough. Those were some pretty bad rolls. Ael's a really great runner, though. He's not going to let it bother him. He's going to get going. He's going to focus and keep pushing. We got a 7-pack of lobsters. Spellzapp gets away. Good turn order there. Alright, Spellzapp pulling Kraken. We're going to see Brack. We're going to see Brack and another Brack. First turn Brack. Okay, there you go. And 35 minutes, 31 seconds. 2 orbs lit for Spellzapp.
Alright, this is entirely meant in a joking manner, but I'm calling hacks on that. I never get first turn Brack.
Yeah, I very rarely get that too. Feels pretty good when it happens. I get the distinct feeling, though, that if he tries to do the same thing on Tiamat, that it's going to be a little less lucky. But we'll see. Spellzapp saying hi to the Herrera Dwarf. I approve. And TNT turns into Adamant. Hey, you know what, Shadow? You got one right there. Lazy Dwarves.
Even if the Herrera Dwarf is still allowed to live, which I disapprove of, but that's my personal opinion.
And there is the crown. So good proximity right here. Going to zip on down to Northwest Castle. I think Ael just had to turn 1 Brack as well over there, didn't he?
Neil's finally, so 50-50 here. Okay, here's the tail.
Alright, so I think we'll see Spellzapp promote here. There's some good magic that's locked behind promotion, whether it be fast or temper or fade even. Yeah, there it goes right away. And Ael still avoiding, so far anyway, avoiding the fetch chain.
Alright, so from what I can tell on a quick napkin math here, 50-50. Ordeals has either the loot or the Masamune. Sky's got the other one.
Oh, that's a tough call. I think it's very easy to say here from the outside looking in, but I think if I was the runners, I would go to Sky because that's a dungeon you're going to have to do anyway, as opposed to Ordeals, which might not be required. I think we'll see them go to Sky here.
This is why I commentate. I would do the exact opposite, thinking Ordeals is quicker to get through as long as you don't get utterly lost in pillars. So it would be just a minor time loss, but if you happen to find it, you don't have to do a full clear Sky to find loot if it's in Ordeals.
Yeah, there's definitely merit to both right there. And Spellzapp gonna follow what you said, and he's gonna head on over to Ordeals first. I think we might see Ale do the exact opposite here once he finishes this this chain into the ribbon. I think he'll just head right into Sky. He'll be right there.
Which, from that sort of routing standpoint, makes absolutely perfect sense, and I can't fault him for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crabcakes and chat pointing out there's a T-Rex off the second reset off the power cycle. That could be pretty good for some quick levels here. A little bit of a slight run off the first reset, maybe like, I don't know, 20 or so steps. But the second one is pretty quick. And for a T-Rex, I mean, that's not bad. Oh, we found the eye tile, though.
Kind of a decent place for it. I mean, a little bit harder to get to, and Ale's to loot and Ordeals, so we know that Mazda is somewhere in Sky.
Mm-hmm. Looks like both Ale and Spellzapp here doing a little bit of shopping. Picking up their temper. I think Ale picked up fast while he was at it. Yeah, that's right. Fade is also night learnable.
For the most part, that's your AoE damage taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, pretty squishy steak right there. It looks like about less than 400 HP. That's pretty good. Yeah, I can't say that this, I blame him at all here. This is a move I might do if I'm sitting there, like I know I have the end of a fetch chain to do. I got a choice of 2 different dungeons. You go here, it's a fast little run down to carry. You think about what you're going to do. You try to plan out your next move. You light an orb while you're at it. I like it.
See, with Spellzapp making the correct choice and going through Ordeals first, he's not going to touch a single box except maybe the green ones. Right above the entrance to 4th floor. And he immediately goes and proves me wrong.
That's the CC Gambit right here, checking these 4 boxes. Alright, we got carry pulled on Ale's side. Fade goes out for 94. Fade goes out for 91. Swing from the Cure 3 Axe, 132. Ice 350. Carry still on her feet. We get some more fades, and an Ice 3. Swing. 74 damage. Fade goes off. 149. Down goes carry. That'll be 3 orbs lit for Ale.
If he did water, I completely missed it in the middle of updating notes, so that's on me.
Ooh, glare on these Wiz Vamps. That's kind of nasty. All right. Spellzapp throwing Zap out and getting the job done. Ooh, we found the defense sword which turned into a heal 3 sword, so we're not going to find that Massa, but that defense sword +1, that'll do the job.
At this point, I'd actually be using it more for the item magic. That heal 3 is probably going to come in handy a little bit more than having another sharp
Mm-hmm. Ale translating his slab. Looks like he is going to finish that fetch chain right here into the ribbon. Alright, so let's see how many bracks it takes to take down Tia. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Nothing going. Swing for 26 damage. We're going to need Brack to land for us here. Brack number 4. Broken into pieces. That's pretty good. That's a higher percentage than the actual chance right there, so that's good. Alright, Ale picks up his ribbon. And I think we'll see him head over to Sky now. I mean, he's right there with Ordeals, too, so he can make either choice, actually. Yep, and he's going to do Ordeals. You guys are just all smarter than me tonight. I can't argue with this.
I'm going to say that one actually kind of caught me off guard there. He was right next to the desert to go in the sky. I figured he did that first, but this is why he's showing he's a better player than I am, given the battling.
I mean, I think you said it really before and kind of hit the nail on the head, talking about how if the loot was here, then you don't have to touch another box in the sky and you can just go. That does make the dungeon exponentially faster. You got a lot of really strong enemies in that dungeon, and yes, the levels are good to take, but you also have to actually take the fights, which can be a bit of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I still maintain my stance that this would be the play I do 98% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of those times where it works out in your favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crab Cakes and Will Blow worth both pointing out they would do Sky before Ideals. That makes me feel a little bit better. 2 really good runners there kind of saying they would do what I would think we would do, and that's good. Alright. Ale gonna take some levels here on the eye. One good runner and 1 Will Blower. Not true, Will. Not true at all. Alright, and at 48 minutes and 40-ish seconds, Spellzapp lights his 4th orb. And he's just going to go. He's going to head right into the Temple of Fiends here.
question becomes, what's going to be the great equalizer in this short tempo of Fiends with only 2 Fiends to a side?
Well, we have Kraken there on the left, so let's find out who we got on the right. We got a Lich. That's a little bit better. Throw some zaps and fire 2s at him. 88. 76. Swing. 3 hits, 144. Lich throws out a fire 2. Mildly annoying. Zap. And zap. Gonna spell zap Lich too. I love it. And we got a Tiamat here. We're going to throw a Brax at her. Decidedly less of a chance that Brack hits on Tiamat 2. So we're going to switch to some temper strats. 3 tempers go off. Rub misses. We got a swing. 3 hits, 385. That'll get us there. Lit 2. Alright, lock 2 goes off. That's good. Brack. Ineffective. Brack. Broken into pieces. So we got a zap on Lich 2 and a Brack on Tiamat 2. So good. Alright, Spellzapp. Gonna pull the Ultimate Fiend Chaos here at about the 51-minute, 10-second mark. Let's see what we got. We got a temper. We got a temper. And another temper. Stop comes out. Hits pretty much the whole party. Only 1 tempers here. Ooh, 155, so a little evasive here on Chaos, but not much absorb. Ooh, Chaos has nuke.
And there's the Danny Seed coming into play.
Yep. Cure 4 goes off, though. That's good. 3 hits for 520. You got an Invis, another swing, 186. Lit 2 does Lit 2 things. Cure 4 again. Chaos also has Blizzard. We got another swing, 221. Invis and a swing. 85. Bane, Poison Smoke. Down goes the other Red Mage. We are solo strats here. 2 hits, 37. Ooh, 182. Swing. 2 hits, 145. He does have a Cure 4 in the back pocket. Another swing. Miss. Ooh, not good. Swing. 2 hits, 255. Another swing. 2 hits, 48. And there's the nuke again. Okay. So, Ael is looking like he's going to dig out this Massa. He knows it's probably here. Alright.
Where he's picked up everything else, he knows it has to be in here by process of elimination.
Yep. He's going to grab some levels on the way as well. As Spellzapp going to head over to the desert, going to chew on some nice tender steak. So we got ourselves a race here, gentlemen. Question from Will Bloodworth. Where are they on the table? Second encounter off the hard reset. And they're pretty squishy, around 400 HP or so. A little bit of a walk, but it's not too bad. Alright, and there's the Massa +2. Somewhere along the line, Ale found a ruse item there as well. I must have missed that.
Yeah, I believe that was on the east side of Sky 2.
Okay. Alright, Ale gonna pull his team out. We're gonna see some swings and some bracks. Brack goes off. Another turn 1 brack. Beautiful. And Ale lights his 4th orb. Alright, Ale gonna top himself off here on some supplies. Or he's just gonna save, either one. Alright, so last night Spellzapp was able to catch Ale from behind with the Massa and grabbing a few extra levels. Let's see how this works out for Ale here with the Massa compared to Spellzapp. Ooh, big swing from Kraken there on the Knight. So we got a swing, we got a fade and a fade. 4 hits, 557. Down goes Kraken. Let's see what our good friend Carrie has next. And we're going to fade, temper, swing. 4 hits, 501. Fade goes off. 140. Down goes Carrie. Okay. So Ale gonna pull Chaos. We're gonna see if he can survive here. He's got the weapon, but that nuke is still looming. Alright. We got an Invis, we got a Lock, we got a Ruse, and a Temper. There's the stop. Lock. Temper. There's the Blizzard. Two stacks of Ruse, so at least Chaos won't be very punchy. We got another Temper. And a swing. 159. There's the nuke. Big roll. Down goes half the party. Another swing. 131. This Chaos is super evasive. Yeah, Ale doesn't have any casts so fast. He's got to be throwing out Locks here, though. Lock is going to get him there. Okay, so Spellzapp with a few more levels here, but doesn't have the loadout that Ale has with that Massa. We have dueling Tia 2s here. 4 hits, 345 on the one side, temper on the right. Fade for 172. Fade on Ale's side for 80. Alright, Massa gets him there, down goes Tia. And Spellzapp took a wipe and he's back in. Alright, Lock goes off. Another Lock, 2 Lock 2s, that's good. And a Temper, beautiful turn order here. And the Ruse Stick, nice turn order. Stop comes out. Hits half the party again. Another Ruse, and another Lock. Hits the Knight, of course. 2 stacks of Ruse off. That is 4 of 6 evasion cap. 6 of 6 evasion. Nuke comes out. Big rolls on that nuke. And Ael wipes again. Whew, we have ourselves a race here, folks. The dueling Temple of Fiends here is just wild. Alright, Ael, 1 Fiend behind Spellzapp. Spellzapp on carry 2. Ael on Kraken 2. We got double fade in the swing. Down goes Kraken. Alright, swing, fade, fade. 4 hits, 441. 174, and down goes carry 2. So you just see the power of that massive there. Spellzapp taking a little bit more time to get through these Fiends than Ael is taking with that Massa. Alright. Spellzapp again. Gonna throw out Invis. He's got that single fast cast. That goes off and hits this time. Okay, so let's see what he can do here. Chaos leads with Blizzard instead of Stop. Okay. 2 hits, 49. Not going to get us there. We're going to need some Tempers and Locks. But we're going to keep Invising. Now we're going to Temper. And we're going to swing. 3 hits, 104. Dueling Chaos is on screen. Locks going off on both sides. Invis is going off on both sides. Temper and swinging. More Ruse for Ael. Another Invis for Spellzapp. Cure 4. Cure 3. And a Cure 4. Okay, trying to get that party up into a moderately safe HP range. Another Ruse. Another Cure 4. Another Lock. Timely Cure 4s for both runners here. Alright, so we got Tempers going off on Ael's side. Bane comes out, hits the party on Spellzapp's side. There's the nuke, but he survived it. Alright, we got Tempers and Locks going off for Ael. Spellzapp swings, 2 hits, 230. 4 hits, 450. Another Temper. There's the Bane. Ineffective, misses everybody. Fades and swings for Ael, 356. Fade goes off. 210, another fade. 184. Oh, Chaos has Cure 4. Oh no. There's another nuke. Ael survives. Good rolls there. Down goes the Red Mage. We are solo strats here. Can Ael get there before the Cure 4? 2 hits, 54 damage. Terminated. Down goes Chaos. That Cure 4. Wow. Wow. Get your GGs out and chat for Ael. What a Chaos. What a Temple of Fiends. That Cure 4. Oof. Wow.
Alright, so I was jotting this down and keeping an eye on it. Cure 4 was the 7th spell in that sequence. There was 2 nukes at 2 and 5.
Wow, okay. Oh, and a nuclear to boot right there.
That's the 4th skill. Blizzard Double Ink Nuclear.
Oh, wow.
I will say we've joked about it for most of the seed, but it holds true. It's a Danny seed. Chaos is going to be chaos.
Yep. Wow, what a race. What a way to finish. That was impressive. That Cure 4 came out on Spellzapp's side. He had to have been pretty close. Ael was doing more damage with that Massa, sure. But Spellzapp was getting there. He had his fighter completely evaded up. He had the locks. He was getting there. Wow.
And once again, a little rough napkin math here, but I had Chaos at right about vanilla HP. I had him just shy of 2,000.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's see if we can get our runners here into in for an interview. Alright, so Spellzapp, pulling chaos again. We got tempers going off, another temper, and a swing. Lock 2. Easy to hit. The stop comes out. Paralyzes the black mage, but they did their job throwing out the stop. Or the lock. Temper goes off. And we are joined in the booth by our Game 3 winner on stream tonight, Ael. GG's, man. How you doing?
Still kind of in shock and disbelief, not gonna lie. It's a weird feeling. Because I was pretty sure after I wiped in Sea Shrine that it put me far enough behind to where even with a really nasty Topher, Spellzapp would be able to pull it out. And then Chaos showed up.
I think we're having some technical issues here for Ael. I can't hear him. Does anybody hear Ael? I know I can hear him there, but I can't hear what he's saying. We've been having a little bit of hiccups here and there with the stream tonight with some of the audio, so we do apologize for that. And while we were sitting here chatting, okay, you can hear him, that's good. I can't. As long as you guys can hear him, that's really all that matters. Alright. And while we were chatting there, Spellzapp finishes Chaos, and he joins us here in the booth. Let's see if I can hear you a little bit better there. GG, Spellzapp.
GG's.
Nope. I hear robots too, Shadowed. You and I are both not good here.
We can hear each other, but apparently Luffy can't hear us, Spellzapp.
Okay, so we can talk all the trash you want to Luffy.
Yeah, exactly. Feels like it's Luffy, fix your speakers.
He probably just has the output set to like somewhere else.
Ael yelling at me to fix my speakers. It's not me. Shadowed hears you too, but you know what? Chat can hear you, and that's the important thing. So, do we have any questions here in chat for our two runners? Since I can't hear them and I can't really offer them any kind of smart commentary or remarks here. I could also ask questions in the chat too. You are right, Ael. So, the question that I have, we're going to put it here. Let's see. So, Spellzapp, what did you think of the Cure 4?
Hold on, let me just clear some up in chat here.
Oh, I can hear you now. Wonderful. So,
oh, okay, perfect.
Yes.
So,
Cure 4.
Cure 4. I must have been real close.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I went and cleared, I think he only had about, if I had to guess, maybe like 2K, 1800, something like that.
Yeah. Shadowed was doing some napkin Twitch math right there. He said he was about vanilla HP, and you had done probably close to 1600 at that point when the Cure 4 came out, and it was a heart-sinking moment because you put in so much effort. You really had your fighter rused up. It looked really good, and then the Cure 4 hits, and it was just oof.
Yeah, I mean, that's just short Topher. I mean,
mm-hmm.
when the flag sets are only about 40 minutes, there's not a lot of chests you can open to be prepared for it, and there's not a lot of XP to really get. So you're always just running these bare thin margins, and it makes it just not consistent, I guess. And I usually end up, invising up too much, but it really feels like you just gotta at least do one attempt where you put every single offensive capability you have out there before you maybe switch to a little bit of defensive, because a lot of times you just clear, and that's I think your first mode you got to do in there. Because when I came back the second time, I obviously had fast and temper, so I really should have taken another shot at it with full offense in mind. But I felt like Invis could do a little bit better, but you don't. From what I learned from my experience in these, you just kind of just go all in.
Yeah, and
that's my advice to Ale from here on in. Just be absolutely disrespect the bosses and throw all your offense at them.
I appreciate that, because it's definitely an uphill battle going up against crab cakes for me, I believe. So
that was going to be my question for you. Did you know who you had next? So crab cakes v Ale coming up next. Dead Pulse won earlier tonight, making one other half of the semifinals finished. And right now going on, we have Lord Fizzlebeef and Ganon's Gone Wild. They are doing game 3 on SpeedGaming Prime. They started about 10 or 12 minutes ago. So once we're done here, if you guys want to watch some more great Final Fantasy Randomizer action, jump on over to SpeedGaming Prime and watch those two go at it. It's that'll be finishing up the quarterfinals here for the SpeedGaming tournament for Final Fantasy Randomizer. Since we do have some technical issues here and there, I think we might try to wrap this up quicker rather than later in case that decides to rear its ugly head again. So why don't we throw it around to some final thoughts here and start with our winner on stream and runner advancing to the semifinals. Ale, thoughts on the seed, thoughts on the tournament so far?
Tournament's been a lot of fun. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of like in shock. I just want to give thanks to Spellzapp. It's been a long time since he and I have done any kind of head-to-head race. And it's always a pleasure because he's an excellent runner, and he always kind of makes you go out of your comfort zone to try and cut some time to try and have an edge on him. And it doesn't always work, but that's how you learn and grow in a lot of these games. So I want to thank you, Spellzapp.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to race Ale. I mean, he's consistently. You know what you're up against when you're facing Ale, and that's everything going to the wind. He's just going to try and go as fast as he can with safety, caution, just out the window. And, he's great. Ale's great, great person in the community, and I always like racing Ale.
Yeah, I agree. Both of your runners are fantastic competitors. It was just a pleasure to watch you guys tonight. Great 3-game series. Congratulations to Ale. Spellzapp, nothing to hang your head for. You raced an amazing tournament. You're a champion in your own right, and also a proven champion since you've gotten there before. With that, it looks like we have some other stuff coming up here on Speed Gaming too. So we're going to head on out of here. I want to say thank you to my co-com and also button-pushing buddy over there in the background, Shadow Flames, keeping me straight. Thank you to Chad as well for joining and chatting with me tonight when I was running solo, and I do appreciate you. Thank you to both our runners, and thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting us. So with that, we're going to head on out of here. So ciao and chillax, everybody. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam, we gone.